All right. Welcome to the Informed Moron. We are back, baby. Another week, another episode, and we are here to break down the games. We got Dylan Ito, aka DD Long Willow, up in the
Yup,
building.
yup.
How you living, brother?
I'm living great, man. Fucking first cigars since the last pod, fucking had a little throat thing going on. No clue what happened there. Probably the cigars, but I'm back on it. I got a sweet Jane. Um,
Oh,
yeah. So fucking should be a good show. Fucking finally back in the positive. That Sugar Sean O'Malley fight tonight was rigged. So I won a lot of money on that. I knew it was rigged going into the fight. That's why they had them fight over in Dubai. A little easier to pay the guys off over there. And so yeah, I'm back on top, fucking back to even, and it's a brand new season. The fucking Niners picked up Christian McCaffrey.
that's
We're
right.
back. We're fucking Super Bowl contenders already. This is fucking. It's a great week. I finally understand the teams. I understand where things are heading. So let's fucking have a good week, huh?
That's beautiful, man. Let's get a little bit more into this Christian McCaffrey topic before we even start. But without further ado, we got to do the magic smoke portal. So let me bust that in here real fast every single week. But what do you think's going to happen with the Niners now that they got Christian McCaffrey? Is that a good move? Do you like that? Are you
What do you
scared that
mean?
you
We're gonna
guys?
win the Super Bowl.
No
You know
doubt,
what's gonna happen. I
no
mean,
doubt.
yeah. I mean, we could all get injured. I've seen it happen before. But if let's put it like this, man. If none of our top 10 names, so I'm talking Kittle, McCaffrey, Debo, I'm not even gonna put Jimmy in it because I love Brock Purdy.
Hmm.
Fucking Nick Bosa, Huff needs to come back healthy. Fred Warner. Let's just go with those six. If none of those six
Nick
get
Bosa.
fucking hurt, I said Nick Bosa,
Oh, you
and
did.
if I did it, add Nick Bosa in there. But yeah, if none of those six guys get hurt, yeah, we're Super Bowl champs. I can already taste it. Feels good. Feels great. I've been close before, but so I was listening to John Lynch talk today about this whole fucking Christian McCaffrey thing. So Johnny Lynch used to babysit little fucking Christian when he was playing football with his old man. I'm Ed. His old man's name was Ed, and John Lynch was just talking about how he remembers going to frat parties with Ed, and when Ed and Lisa, Christian's mom, first got together, and how he was trying to pork Lisa, but Ed won that battle, and just right there, man. Christian has top genetics,
Yeah.
top of the line old man, probably the fucking most athletic white guy to ever live. So
This
we will win a Super Bowl this year.
next to Caitlyn Jenner, of course, because that's the best
Yes,
athlete of all time. Shout out the American
allegedly.
hero, Caitlyn Jenner. You know, Tom Brady's inspiration. We did call it here on the podcast first that Tom Brady is transitioning. He will become a woman. When he will become a woman, we don't know. Maybe after retirement. But yeah, I do like the Christian McCaffrey acquirement that the Niners have gotten. I think it's going to be amazing. I am just a little scared that, his injury proneness might continue. And we know the Niners have a little bad juju when it comes to injuries, especially at the running back position. Are you scared for that at all?
Oh yeah, of course I'm scared for that. I mean, we get injured every fucking year, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this is going to be the year. I don't know why, freaking. It just seems like all the pieces are falling together. But
Hmm.
let's go back to Bruce real quick. So Bruce actually played football at his
Whoa,
college, and
Caitlin, come on now.
Caitlin played football at her college, and tore an ACL, which Christian McCaffrey has done, except for Bruce couldn't come back because he does not have top of the line genetics like Christian does. And so,
Right.
yeah, I will stick to what I said. Christian is the best white athlete of all time. That's not even really fucking close. He runs like a black guy, jumps like a black guy. It's unbelievable, man. Like I
It is
wish we
pretty
had.
unbelievable.
It's awesome. It's awesome to
I'm a
watch.
big
I was watching
I'm a big
highlights
st-
all day.
all pumped up. So I will say this: I do love Christian McCaffrey. I'm a big Stanford fan. I go to Stanford games every year. We're gonna have to check one out once you're down here, back in the California area. We'll have to go. Tickets are cheap, but I watched him a lot there. I thought he was a super special player. I had no idea he was gonna transition into the NFL that well, but I think he's obviously one of the top back in the NFL, and probably, like you're saying, the most athletic white guy of all time. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be awesome for the Niners. I am a little scared, though, too, about them trading away a lot of draft picks that might mess them up in the long run. What do you think about that? Are you going to miss those draft picks, or is it worth Christian McCaffrey?
Let me tell you this, man. There was a trade this week in fantasy football in our league that didn't go through, and it was chicken shit. And let me tell you why it was chicken shit, dude. And it's for the same reason why I like what the Niners did. Draft picks don't mean shit, especially when it's not a first rounder. So if you run through all like the numbers and stuff, and I don't really know exactly how it works, but the 2, 3, 4, and 5 next year that we gave up to get Christian McCaffrey is equivalent to, they say, a late first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So who fucking cares? You know, we're just as likely to pick up a bum on the street and fucking he ends up panning out as our fucking 4th or 5th round next year. And none of those guys are going to start for us in the next fucking 2 years. Look at our roster. We're fucking stacked. Christian McCaffrey's one of one. He's the only guy who he's the white Deebo Samuel, really. And I say that because we have a wide receiver that plays running back, a running back that can play wide receiver. We have a tight end that can play receiver and block like an O lineman. We have a fullback that can play tight end. So no matter who we bring out personnel wise, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do when we have Christian McCaffrey, Deebo, Ayuk, Kittle in the huddle, and then all of a sudden McCaffrey's lined up out wide and Deebo's in the backfield, and Christian McCaffrey goes on a jet motion.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck are you going to stop that? Are you going to follow that motion? Are your eyes going to get lost in the backfield and then we just hand it to Deebo? Are you not going to respect Christian McCaffrey going on a jet motion? That's not a good idea. And so pretty much, and you line up Kittle out wide, he's going to fucking kill people out there. So it's really just scheme-wise, it's going to be unstoppable. They're never going to know, no matter who's in the huddle. We're the only team where you don't know where they're going to line up still.
I would have loved seeing this when Mike McDaniels was still there, just to think of all the possibilities and all the plays that he would have came up with. It's like that's Mike McDaniels probably has a boner right now just thinking if he was still on that San Francisco squad. Unfortunately, he is in Miami with the mentally retarded version of Tua now. Curious to see what happens with him. A lot of my buddies are calling him Radio now, so it is a little funny. But since we're on the Niner topic, let's get a Niner game that's going on tomorrow. It is at 125. Who cares? We'll break it down. We're talking about the Chiefs at the Niners at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and the current line is Kansas City by -1, over under at 49. I think this is going to be a pretty easy question to answer. Who do you got in this game, Dylan?
I'm not betting on this game.
You're not betting on it?
as much hype as I put behind all of that, Christian McCaffrey's not going to have a full load next week. He still needs to get incorporated. He's only going to have like select packages. Fucking Shanahan was talking about it. Kyle was talking about it earlier today. He was saying, hey, can't expect a guy to learn the whole offense in 2 days. He just flew in yesterday. And so, he's going to have to get adapted in the offense. I think he might score a tutty, but I'm not even going to bet that. And the Chiefs are still probably the best team in the AFC. Them are the Bills. And so, we will see them in the Super Bowl. We are looking at a Super Bowl fucking matchup potentially. And if it's not the Chiefs, it's the Bills. So just keep your eyes open on this game and, be ready for some fireworks. We probably won't show them everything either. It would be a stupid move to show the Chiefs everything, and the Chiefs are probably thinking the same exact thing. Like, hey, this game doesn't mean shit. We're both going to be in the playoffs. We're both going to go on a run, and we're probably going to see each other in the Super Bowl. Let's not fucking flip all of our cards yet.
Yeah, I agree with you with the Christian McCaffrey touchdown. I think he will get a touchdown because I know a lot of Niner fans. I'm friends with a lot of Niner fans, and I feel like I'm totally going to be expecting to get that text tomorrow when Christian McCaffrey punches it into the end zone, and everyone's like, CMC, Super Bowl year, let's go. Like, he's a fucking dog. So I think he'll score a touchdown. I think Travis Kelce will probably score a touchdown. So if we parlay that together, I'm guessing that's probably like close to plus 200 payout.
Let's check that out. Let's check that out. And while we're checking that out, let me just say this, man. I was playing Madden earlier just to see how it's all gonna work out. So yeah, we're looking at plus 268.
Not
And
bad.
let me tell you this, man. At first, I was just kind of running the ball with Christian, and it was working all right. I was like, okay, this is gonna be nice. But then I fucking realized something. Hey, I could line up Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. I could run a little fucking 5 yard out with my fucking tight end. I could run a corner route with my fucking receiver. And then holy shit, I send Christian McCaffrey up the seam. Wait a second.
Ooh.
There's only one over the top safety covering a corner and a seam. What the? How do you stop that? You don't, dude. So what are you gonna do? Fucking run a cover 2 on us? We're gonna fucking split you down the middle. You're gonna go cover 3 on our asses? Dude, Deebo Samuel's gonna eat your fucking lunch, dude. We're gonna hand it to him and he's gonna be trucking every corner in the fucking league because they're not gonna be able to get a jump on it.
I think this addition won't only help out Deebo Samuel. I think Brandon Ayuk might become a star on this team now that there's so many weapons because the third cornerback is going to be covering them. I mean, Brandon Ayuk is very talented, and I think when it's just Deebo and Kittle on the field, obviously that keeps him a little limited. But with the addition of Christian McCaffrey coming out of the backfield, being able to catch the way he can, I think Brandon Ayuk is going to be awesome when it comes to fantasy, when it comes to the Niners. Yeah, I think watch out for Brandon Ayuk. I think he might score a touchdown in this game. What's that paying out right now?
Brandon Ayuk, he had 2 in our last game.
He did.
He's looking at plus 185.
Hey, and we did call a Brandon Ayuk touchdown last week. That's one of our anytime touchdown scores that cashed in for us. I'm going to be putting up an edit later, and we did call 14 anytime touchdown players last week, which is a new record for the Informed Moron. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I will say in this game, I don't think I'm going to bet on it either. But if I did have to choose a winner, I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'd buy a half point just because I think they will win. And obviously, they got to win by at least 1 point. So I think that's a pretty safe bet. But be prepared to lose some money because with this addition of Christian McCaffrey, who knows? The Niners might look like a completely new team right off the bat. Maybe not. Maybe it'll take a while to adjust to the new scheme for Christian McCaffrey, new quarterback, new system, all that stuff. So I'd have to put my money on the Chiefs if I were to bet on this game, but I'm still unsure. I think it's going to be electric, though. I think it's going to be really fun to watch, and I'll be on the couch watching this game, dissecting replay. And if the Niners do bad, I'm going to be sending out texts, So let's get to another game. We're going to start with these 10 o'clock games, and this one's pretty interesting right here. Falcons at the Bengals in Cincinnati, Ohio at Paycor Stadium. Current line is Cincinnati minus 6.5 and the over-under at 47.5. Who do you got in this game?
The Bengals are going to win the game, but let me tell you this. There's one team in the league that's still – oh, I take that back. The Eagles are also undefeated, but there's one team undefeated against the spread, and that's the fucking Falcons. And so you do not bet against the Falcons on the spread. The Bengals are finally starting to pick it up a little bit, it seems like. They're like the Steelers were last year, man. They keep starting slow, giving up leads, and then ending up coming back. So maybe wait for the Falcons to score some early touchdowns. They seem to have been getting out on teams early pretty much every game. And so wait for them to score, hammer the fucking money line, live bet, and win some money. Win some money on the Bengals fucking after going down.
Yeah, I think Joe Mixon's going to score a touchdown in this game. What's a Joe Mixon Teddy paying out right now?
Joe Mixon is minus 135.
Looks like Vegas knows. Let's see who's going to score on the Falcons. We did say Kyle Pitts touchdown last week. I don't really know if it'll happen this week. I don't know. You think anybody on the Falcons is going to get in the end zone?
I have no clue. I hope Tyler Alligator does. I kind of decimated my fantasy team, so Tyler Alligator will probably be starting for me this week. For those who don't know, he's a rookie out of BYU. Very sweet Mormon kid, very sweet, nice guy. And yeah, he'll probably find his way into the end zone this week. And
what's a Marcus Mariota rushing touchdown paying out at?
Marcus Mariota, you're looking at plus 270 for Mariota.
I kind of like that one too. I could see Marcus Mariota by the goal line, dropping back and just having like a designed run to punch it in because I believe Cardell Patterson's still hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that might happen if they find their way into the red zone really close to scoring. They don't have their running back. Marcus Mariota is a hybrid kind of guy, so maybe I could see a Marcus Mariota rushing touchdown, but who knows? I'm not going to bet on that, but I do like Joe Mixon touchdown, but for the price, I don't know. I
So
guess
maybe you just go with the Joe Mixon touchdown and little Bengals money line. That puts you at plus 116. That's
there you
not
go.
bad.
That's not bad at all. Make that 10 a.m. game interesting. But yeah, I do find it hard to bet on Cincinnati covering the spread because, like you're saying, there's one team undefeated against the spread right now, and that is the Falcons. Falcons find a way to make it interesting, especially when it comes to the last final minutes. So I'm curious to see what happens in this game. I'm curious because the Falcons just beat the Niners. The Niners are a good team, and they got the Bengals who kind of look iffy at times. You never know with them, and they do struggle with the cover two. Although Joe Burrow's looking really nice, the Bengals are looking really good, and looks like they're back in the same shape as they were last year. But the NFL is a weird, weird league, and we never know what the fuck's going to happen. And that takes us to another game where I don't really know what's going to happen either, and it's quite a large spread. We're talking about the Detroit Lions at your Dallas Cowboys in Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, and the current line is Dallas minus 6.5, over under at 49. So looks like they're expecting fireworks. Who do you have winning this game?
Is Dak Prescott playing again?
He is. He's back. No more Cooper.
In the Lions spread.
Whoa.
Lions and
Okay.
points.
Are
Yeah,
you gonna
Dak
make
Prescott.
it?
What?
You gonna make it 7, or are you gonna take it at 6.5?
I'd probably take it at 3.5, but I'll take it at 6.5
Whoa.
because FanDuel is being generous. And yeah, Dak Prescott hasn't proven shit for a while. The last 2 times we've seen him on the field, he got pretty much shut out by the Niners, and then he got shut out by the Bucks pretty much. And so the guy might stink, dude. Cooper Rush seemed to have gone in there and really turned the program around, and now they're gonna rip it right back out of his hands and give the reins back to Dak Prescott, who has nothing but a paycheck. And yeah, so give me the
And DeAndre Swift is back too.
Yeah, he is.
What's that paying out at? A DeAndre Swift touchdown.
The Lions are weird. I wouldn't bet on a DeAndre Swift tutty or anything to do with DeAndre Swift because they keep letting him play while he's still kind of hurt. And so he has very limited touches. But, oh, holy shit.
What is it?
Oh, I don't think they have it up.
Oh, shit. No way.
They don't even have it up.
I was going to say, because he has been hurt, he hasn't been playing, so I think for whatever reason, Dan Campbell's going to want to get him fired up and have him punch it in as opposed to give it to Jamal Williams when they're close to the goal line. But I could just see him ripping a big touchdown and it being all over ESPN saying DeAndre Swift is back because that dude's an absolute savage. Yeah. But I am curious to see what happens, and maybe Amon-Ra will find his way into the end zone. What's an Amon-Ra touchdown paying out at?
Plus 140.
I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I think Amon-Ra will be back in full form. He's going to have Diggs on him. We know Diggs is very inconsistent, and I think Amon-Ra is just a super spectacular wide receiver. So for that value, I think that's a nice little payout right there, and I'll probably be betting on that one.
There we go.
All right, let's get another game. We're talking about the Colts at the Titans at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, and the current line is Tennessee minus 2.5 and the over-under at 41.5. Weird game. I don't know what's going to happen. Who do you got taking it?
I don't know why I'm thinking the Colts. I have no good reasoning for the Colts. They've proven nothing but not great football all year besides when they beat the Chiefs. So they also didn't play well in that game. Fucking Sky Moore decided to drop a big-time punt. And I think someone else fumbled. And so, but I got the Colts in this one. And I have no good reason for it. I probably wouldn't follow me if I were you, but I'm actually going to bet on this game.
I think I got the Colts too if Shaq Leonard is playing. Is Shaq Leonard playing in this game?
I don't know. Fucking, I don't really even
Let's
know
look
what's
that up.
been wrong with him. Let me check it out.
I don't know either, but all I know is he hasn't been playing because he's one of my favorite linebackers, and I just
Yeah,
haven't seen
so
him on the
he's
field.
sitting out despite a full week of practice, so that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. The guy
Sounds
likes
like
getting
he's
his
having
work
some.
in, but
I feel like maybe he's having like family issues or mental health issues or something like that. Maybe he's betting on games like Calvin Ridley was last
yeah.
year. Remember? I don't know, man. Something's
Oh, I
going on with
remember.
that guy. Yeah, just
Yeah.
fucking out a whole season because throwing in parlays for like $1,500, which makes no sense. But then Deshaun Watson's coming back after raping like 30 chicks.
Yeah,
So
it's
good
pretty
old Roger
crazy.
Goodell.
And let's not slander Deshaun Watson. He did not rape anyone. He was just showing off his cock. And like fucking Rusty Harden said, there's nothing illegal as long as you didn't pay extra.
That's
And
right.
so,
And they protect white quarterbacks when they show their hog, like Mr. Brett Favre. I mean, Brett Favre
yeah,
didn't get suspended.
yeah, and Ben Roethlisberger actually raped a chick, and no one really cares. Everyone's just
No.
like, yeah, dude, the guy's a Super Bowl champ. Shut the fuck up. You know he didn't rape anyone. But yeah,
Yeah. But
Big
when you're
Ben's a
black,
worse person than Deshaun Watson. I'll say it here first. It's plain and simple. He's a worse human being than Deshaun. Deshaun's
how
just,
dare you? How
yeah.
dare you?
Dude, if I had a hog like Deshaun, I'd be showing it off too. But I don't, so I don't,
Yeah. If I
have to
had a
use my
hog like
words a little
Antonio
better.
Brown, I'd be whooping it out in a pool too.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if that blur out was, like, oversized, but Jesus Christ, if it wasn't, dude, that made me feel very insecure.
No, so I saw the blur out without the black. Like, there's one with the black covering it, and then there's one where it's just like it blurs it out. It's like all pixelated and shit.
Yeah.
And dude, you can see this guy's dick. It's not even hard. He's just like stretching it out, and that thing is like 12 inches soft. And I'm just like, dude, I get it now. Like, I get why you're showing that off. You got to, if you're just in a pool, you got that hog just chilling on you, hanging
Yeah.
to the left. You got to let the ladies know, like, hey, check this out. Look at this thing.
Yeah, when in Dubai, you know what they say.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, I don't know if you follow Antonio Brown on Snapchat. I actually, I don't really look at Snapchat except for fucking Antonio Brown stuff because it's fucking electric. And my housemate actually told me about it. Like, hey, you gotta watch like what this guy puts up. And he might have been banging Giselle.
Oh, you think so?
Man. Yeah, after that Super Bowl, they exchanged a very long hug. I think that he was sniffing her hair. She gave him like that, that stare. And then all of a sudden they kind of realized where they were. Like, hey, we better not be showing the world that we're fucking. And so, yeah, maybe that has to do with Antonio Brown's hog. Maybe Tommy has a small dick. Maybe Tommy's a woman already. Who knows? But yeah.
Dude.
So,
now we got another theory. I mean, like, what if he was just taking a shower and Giselle's like, hey, Antonio, I brought you some towels. I just washed them. And then she's like, oh my God, look at that thing. That thing's massive. And he's like, yeah, you want to suck that shit, bitch? Like, totally could happen, especially if Tom is turning into a woman, fucking dudes, making out with the owner of the organization and his kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this guy is a serial kisser with men, and I haven't even seen him kiss Giselle. Maybe like a little peck, but nothing as passionate as when he won a Super Bowl and kissed Robert Kraft. I mean,
yeah,
that thing, like that's a porno kiss right there. Like, you're about to fuck.
It's crazy, man. Tongue. Whenever you see tongue in a kiss, dude, like, hey, this is more than just a kiss. This might actually lead somewhere. And I saw the same thing. You said Robert Kraft. One that sticks in my mind is when he shared that moment with his son Jack.
Oh yeah, that was a little weird,
dude. Like, head tilt. Yeah, it was creepy, man. Like, really fucking arched his back.
We still
like
love
Joe
Tom.
Biden shit. Yeah, we still love Tom. Don't get me wrong. Tom's my favorite football player of all time. But yeah, there's layers and layers of what's going on in that guy's life that hopefully get peeled back one day.
Dude, I could totally see Giselle fucking Antonio now that you bring that up. It's a little depressing for Tom. I mean, that's probably why he's going through that shit, throwing tablets on the sidelines. He knows that he probably saw that video of Antonio Brown's pecker, and he's like, that was inside my wife. Fuck, it probably wasn't even about the game. So prayers out for Tom right now. But let's get to another game, and it involves Tom Brady, and it involves Baker Mayfield's team, which he's not even playing for right now because he is injured. I don't even know who's going to be the quarterback for that organization right now. It was PJ Walker last week, and they ended up pulling his ass. So let's get to this game. It is the Buccaneers versus the Panthers, and it is at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. The current line is Tampa Bay minus 13, over under at 39.5. Is this the Tom Brady comeback game? Is this the get right game?
I wouldn't call it the get right game. They are probably going to beat the shit out of them, but not even because the Bucs are going to be playing better. The Panthers literally said, "Hey man, are you good at football? Yeah, you look pretty good. Get the fuck out of here." And that's kind of what they've been doing. And they're tanking. You know, it's a different form of tanking.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. We've had a couple guys in our league do it this year. I'm not the only one, but But, you know, some people like to hide the fact they're tanking. The Panthers don't, dude. The Panthers are coming right out and saying, hey, you know, we're fucking tanking. We're getting rid of anyone with talent. So there it is, man. That's the truth. And, yeah, the Bucs will beat the shit out of them because of that. And if they don't, the owner's going to be pissed. The spread's at what, like 11.5, 12.5?
13.
13.5?
13, just 13.
It seems like the Bucs haven't fucking put up that many points all year. So, no, I don't really like the spread. But, like I said,
even against Carolina, I think, I don't know why, but I think this could be like a massive game for the Buccaneers. Like them just going all out, scoring hella points, and like the Panthers ending up with 10 or something like that.
Here's the problem with the game is that guy Brian Burns, who they're trying to fucking kick out of the building, that guy's an absolute stud. He's like an outside linebacker, DN type. He's really just a pass rusher is what his specialty is. And he will get after Tom because, Tom's line can't fucking block for him right now. And so just look for Brian Burns to have a game. If there's a little prop bet on Brian Burns to get a sack, I would hammer that bet. I'm actually going to look into that right now.
That's a nice bet.
Let's check it out. And rushing cross, receiving, drive. No, yeah, FanDuel's a bunch of sack of shits. Don't use FanDuel, folks. I think we talked about it week 1. I'm still in the train because I'm lazy and I have all my money in FanDuel already, so it's just easier to keep placing bets. But I should really pull out, just like fucking I should have last night. But, you know, shit gets fucking, you know, you get lazy, you get fucking into the moment, you just keep betting, you keep riding it out. And, you know how it goes, man. So,
I know how it goes.
Yeah, so
I'm not a fan of pulling out.
Enter DraftKings, enter fucking Barstool's got some good promotions. Caesar and MGM, they're all part of Vegas, so they're a little sketchier, but at the same time, like they're better than FanDuel is. So, you know, bet with anyone else and take a Brian Burns sack as long as it's minus, let's say, 135 or better.
You know what they say, trust the Italians, not the Jews. You know what I'm saying? Hitler had it right. What is a Chuba Hubbard touchdown paying out with?
Ooh, Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah.
So Chuba is looking at plus 500.
What? I like that one.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
I just don't understand why it's at plus 500. I don't know.
Because FanDuel thinks that, what's his name, Freeman or Foreman or whatever, the other running back on the Panthers is going to be the main
Dante Foreman.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone thinks he's going to be the main running back there. I think Chuba is just way better. And I think he's ultimately going to take that starting job. It's super bizarre, but, you know, ESPN analysts, they think they know everything, and they're like, no, he's had more carries on the season when Christian McCaffrey isn't running the ball. And it's like, yeah, dude, but Chuba is a Walker Award recipient and the top running back coming out of college at Oklahoma State University, which is a great school. And he was a great talent. He's 23 years old. And I think whenever Christian McCaffrey wasn't in, he would take over for him. So I don't understand why they think it's going to be Foreman now. But whatever. I like that. I like those odds at plus 500. I don't know who else is going to score a touchdown. Yeah, give me that. I'll be betting on that one if you want to roll with me. And I think it's going to cash for whatever reason. I got a good feeling about it. Let's get to another 10 o'clock game. Is this a trap game? I don't know, but the New York Giants at the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville, Florida at TIAA Bank Field Stadium. Current line is Jacksonville -3.5 and the over-under at 43. Are we rolling Giants or is this a fucking trap?
So every game I've watched the Giants play this year, I'm just thinking to myself, how are they not losing? How are they not getting their shit kicked in? And I don't know what it is. They're winning on a lot of last minute drives. They're fucking giving the ball to Saquon in the second half, and Saquon's kind of putting the team on his back. And so Jacksonville can stop the run, dude. We see what they do against the Colts and freaking Jonathan Taylor. They are a great run stopping defense. So I don't know if this is a trap game or if Jacksonville is actually just a better team, but with a worse record.
Yeah.
I wish Jacksonville was the dog because I would throw money on it. And I don't like the spread at all. But at -168, I don't think that's worth betting on. I think if anything, you do sprinkle the Giants this week in that bet just for the value. They are 5-1. So, sometimes teams just have a little bit of magic behind them. The last time the Giants won the Super Bowl, where did they go that season?
New England.
London. No,
London.
They did beat New England, but they went to
undefeated.
London and they had a fucking a very good team bonding situation. Everyone gathered around Michael Strahan and had a little circle jerk. And yeah, I heard they did the same thing this year with Saquon. And so the Giants are a team this year. I will say that.
Yeah. So do you like the money line better for the Giants or do you like the Giants to cover the spread?
No. If you're going to bet this game, you're going to take the Giants money line.
Yeah, I agree. I think I might sprinkle a little bit of that. I don't know why. I like the Giants. I don't know if this is a trap game, if something's going to go on, if their defense is that good and they'll be able to stop Saquon. But I'll give you an anytime touchdown score, and that is the Giants tight end. I forget his name, but he's pretty good. And
Evan Ingram?
No, he's actually on another team now. What the fuck is his name? I got a new guy on their squad. He's pretty good. His name is Bellinger.
Daniel Bellinger.
Yes.
Huh. Okay, that's your guy, huh?
I don't know why. I think he's going to score.
Okay, I like that. He's at plus 350 right now.
I like it, man. I don't know. I think Danny Dimes likes him, especially since Sterling Shepard is out. It looks like one of his new favorite targets. And I think they're going to score some points in this matchup through the air as opposed to running with Saquon because everyone's going to know that's what they're going to be doing. So they're going to have to mix it up a little bit. And we know Brian Daboll ain't scared to have Danny Dimes run a lot and throw the ball. He'll take those chances. I see him scoring a touchdown when they're in the red zone. I think they'll march down the field a couple times, get those red zone targets in, and it'll go to Daniel Bellinger.
Okay,
so
I like
maybe
it.
I'll sprinkle a little bit of that. That's my anytime touchdown score. And when it comes to the Panthers, probably Christian Kirk. I mean, or not the Panthers. I'm sorry, the Jaguars.
Yeah.
They're both big cat teams. But yeah, I think Christian Kirk might score a touchdown.
Okay.
What's that paying out at? Probably like -200 or something like that.
No. Christian Kirk's plus 170.
Oh, not bad at all. Okay. I'd say that's the safer bet, but I would go with Daniel Bellinger for whatever reason. I have a feeling he's going to score a touchdown. Probably not have a lot of catches, but I think one of his catches will be a touchdown. I think he'll have like 3 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. So
yeah, and Travis Kelce showed us last Thursday or Monday, whatever it was, or maybe it was a Sunday night. I'm not even really sure when that was, but you don't need a lot of catches to score a lot of touchdowns. That guy had 6 catches and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and it was against the Raiders, of course, and the Raiders fucked that game up, So shout out my Raiders. And since we're on that topic, let's get to that Raider game. It's at 1:05 p.m. in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is versus the Texans. And it's not versus the Texans. It is against the Texans. My Raiders, the current favorites at -7.5, over under at 46. I do not like the spread. I don't think the Raiders are going to cover that spread for whatever reason. Maybe we'll kick the shit out of them, but I do think the Raiders will win a really, really close game. But I think it's going to be very interesting to watch. I think it's going to be entertaining. For some, I think Brandon Cooks is going to find the end zone, whatever that's playing out
Who?
as Brandon Cooks. Probably like plus
Brandon
120 or
Cooks,
something.
we're looking at plus 180.
180. Okay, I like that one. I think he's going to have a big game because our starting cornerback is out, leaving Rock Yassin probably on him, which is our 2 cornerback. He's doing a great job locking down wide receivers this year, but I just think Brandon Cooks will have a pretty good game because our secondary sucks and we allow a lot of points. Dameon Pierce is probably going to go off because our defense allows a lot of rushing yards. So maybe a Dameon Pierce touchdown as well. Parlay
Damon
that
Pierce is paying out plus 100. He's even money.
Even money. Parlay that up with Brandon Cooks going against my Raiders. Think it's going to be high scoring. I kind of like the over at 46.
So that's interesting. So I'm actually on the opposite side of that. If I were to bet this game, I would actually make a little parlay going with the under and the Texans to cover the spread.
Mm-hmm.
The other bet that I like, and I'll probably bet both. I'll probably put less money on that, probably about a 50 spot. It's plus 215, so probably more around like $45
to win 100. But then I'll also make a little parlay where I'm going Houston Texans plus 10.5. Give them that extra field goal,
and the game to go under 51.5, and that puts me at plus 112. I really like that bet for the game.
Got some insider knowledge. They're saying that the game's going under.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ito, he's better at that kind of shit. And I really do like that parlay. 51. And then what was it? The Texans to cover the spread at 10.5. I think that's solid.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Do you think the Raiders win this game, or do you think the Texans take it?
I hope the Raiders win this game, man. I'm sick of Raiders fans being down in the dumps. They deserve a little bit better than this. Those fucking sorry sacks, man.
I agree.
I'm not even a fan of the team, and every time I'm watching, I'm just like, man, it would suck to be a Raiders fan.
It's heartbreaking. You guys have so much talent, and just none of it comes to fruition.
Every game is close. It's like, why do we just play to our level of competition every week? It's like when we play the Chiefs, lose by 1 point. When we play the fucking Chargers, we lose by fucking I forget what it was, 3 points or something like that. We play the Broncos, we barely fucking beat them. It's like, geez, man, just help a brother out. I'm just stressed out every week. I don't even want to really watch this game, but I have to because I'm not going to be doing shit. And I'm not going to not watch the Raiders. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. The Raiders got me down in the dumps right now. It's bad.
Yeah,
it's really, really sad. Thoughts and prayers for me. Okay, so back to the 10 o'clock games. I just had to cover that one since we're on that topic. This is an interesting game right here. I don't know what's going to happen in this one. I kind of like the Browns to cover, but let's talk about it. The Browns at the Ravens at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The current line is minus 6.5 for the Ravens. Over under at 46. I don't even know if Mark Andrews is going to play in this game. We don't even know if Lamar is going to play in this game. It's looking like they're trending towards playing, but we're not 100% sure. And the Browns have Nick Chubb on their team. My +2 touchdown master right there. He's been helping me get some money. I don't know if he's going to do it again, but I think the Browns might make this a game. You know, they always play good divisional games against the Ravens for a reason, especially as of late. Who do you see winning this game and why?
I'm going to sprinkle the Browns on the money line, actually.
Wow, okay. What's that paying out at? +200 or something?
So that is +245, and let me tell you why, man. So this is kind of a weird thing that I have with the Browns. And anytime they're expected to get their shit kicked in, they win. Because for some reason that defense comes alive.
Myles Garrett is going to have 2, maybe 3 sacks this week. He
always does against the Ravens. Check it out. He fucking manhandles the Ravens for whatever reason. And yeah, man, I think that the Browns are going to win this game. And if Lamar Jackson has any problem running the ball, because I think it's an ankle injury. Am I correct on
Right.
that?
I
And
believe
so,
so, and I believe Mark Andrews has a knee injury.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking a huge issue. You know, you can't not have your two biggest weapons. But
also, don't forget, Lamar has not gotten paid yet. He has not gotten the bag, and so if he's not going to be pushing it.
and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's got that complete dog mentality where he doesn't give a fuck and he just wants to win football games. But mark my words, it's going to be one of those games. It's my underdog of the week. The Browns are going to fucking win this game.
I kind of like that. I think the safer bet is definitely the spread, though, because I have a feeling it's going to be close if the Browns do not win. But obviously, that payout is super nice, and I do approve of that. So I think definitely sprinkle it a little bit. If I had to bet on it, I would go by like 1 point, get the Browns to cover at plus 7.5, because I do not see the Ravens winning by more than a touchdown, especially with the injured Mark Andrews and an injured Lamar Jackson. I mean, good luck, and then you're relying on Kenyon Drake to win this game for you, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, and so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about the Ravens, but I feel like I've lost a lot of money on the Ravens this year, just kind of overestimating. So let's
you
see.
thought they were a wagon.
I thought they were a wagon. So let's go through this, man. They beat the shit out of the fucking Jets.
They lose to the Dolphins, a game that they should have won, that they had the lead in pretty much all game.
Right.
They barely beat the Patriots. They beat them by 11. They lose to the Bills, another game where they had the lead. They squeak by the Bengals, and then they lose to the Giants. You know what? Let me edit that bet a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet the Browns on a spread.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to take the Browns at the spread, maybe by the point. Probably not, actually. Just take them at plus 6.5.
Okay.
But then this is where it's going to get interesting. And I've been really liking these bets this year. They seem to be the only ones I've been hitting. And I'm going to go with the double result in this game. I'm going to go the Ravens are going to win the first half. The Browns are going to win the game just because that's how the Ravens have been trending. They have the lead all game, and then they fucking blow it at the end, or they almost blow it at the end. And so where the fuck is it?
God damn it. I'm
Are they
guessing
even-
it's near plus 1,000.
Wow.
That would
Are
be
they even
my
giving you the double
guess.
result?
I can't find it right now. I don't know what's going on here.
Fucking FanDuel. They're probably not
Classic
even offering
fucking
it.
FanDuel, those sorry sacks of shit.
They probably have some insider info just like you, and they know that that's going to be the results of the game. Like the Ravens are going to start out hot. Nick Chubb's going to come out, start running the fucking ball like a madman, and just get the Browns back in that game.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to do this a little bit differently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go Ravens first half parlayed with
Browns second half?
no, parlayed with Browns to win the game.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's what the double result parlay actually is.
Right.
And they don't let you fucking parlay that. These sorry sacks of shit. Yeah. Get out of fucking FanDuel. If you have FanDuel, fuck FanDuel.
Yeah, FanDuel is no longer a sponsor of this show. They're kicked out of here. We don't need the fucking money. We're here to make the fucking public money. That's our number one priority. So FanDuel, fuck a bunch of Jews out there. God damn it. All right, let's get to another game. That's so stupid. Well, we covered a lot of these 1 o'clock games, but there is a few that we have yet to cover. And let's get into this one. Super fucking interesting. Started off the week at Denver -1. Currently, though, the Jets are favored at -1.5, and we're talking the New York Jets at the Denver Broncos at the Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, with your Denver Broncos. Ito, who's going to win this game? Over under at 37. Looks like it's going to be a low-scoring game. Great defense for the Broncos, horrible offense, and we got Breece Hall on that side of the ball. We got Elijah Moore who wants a trade. We got the Mormon, the Alpha Mormon, the MILF Hunter, Zach Wilson. What's going to go on in this game?
Give me the Jets. Give me the
The
fucking
Jets,
Jets.
baby. Well, they
Jets
started
are
off as an
Jets are a
underdog.
team.
Now they are. They're a good team.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the weird thing about the fucking Broncos
is right when you count these motherfuckers out, that's when they're going to start going off. I just have a fucking trippy feeling, but give me the Jets.
Is Drew Lock playing in this game? Is he even on the team anymore? He's not even on the team
No,
anymore.
Drew Lock is on
he's on the Seahawks. He was supposed to take that starting job, but Geno Smith beat him out.
Who's the backup for the Broncos?
Is Russ not playing this week?
I heard he's not. No.
Yeah, he had something with his shoulder, and I think he had a yeast infection.
Yeah, he's been getting fucked by Sierra with the strap on a little too much. Yeah.
Can't have that.
No. And then, Cortland Sutton been in that bitch, so, you know how it goes.
Who the fuck is quarterbacking for the Broncos?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know who the backup is.
That's a fucking good question. Let's look this up.
Probably some guy we've never even heard of before.
Which gives me even more of a reason to bet on the Broncos, because
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. How can it get worse than Russell Wilson?
His name is Brett Rypien.
What the
and
fuck?
He's Rypien to win, dude.
Fucking, this is unreal. Dude, give me Brett Rypien. I take it back. Give me Brett Rypien in the Broncos. I love the name. I love the fucking attitude. I just saw a still shot of this guy. He looks like a great quarterback. And
where'd he go to college?
This, man. Says he was homeschooled.
Oh my god. Well, he was just looking good in some videos he took in the backyard, like fucking Uncle Rico.
Exactly. Him and Uncle Rico got together. No, he played at Boise State.
Oh, okay.
So right. So basically,
he's a
the Broncos called, they're like, hey man, this guy wore the same colors as we wear. Let's fucking sign him.
He's mountain time. He's like accustomed to it. Oh, Brett.
Yeah.
That's
so
a beautiful
who's the
name.
last quarterback named Brett that we remember?
Brett Favre. How did he do?
Brett Favre, and he was pretty fucking good at football. So that's how I'm looking at it.
Maybe this guy likes to
I take it all back.
Maybe this guy likes to send dick pics just like Brett Favre too.
I hope so. I heard he has a bigger wing than Brett Favre, but smaller than Antonio Brown.
I wish that we could see that Brett Favre dick pic. I wonder if he's packing. You think Brett's packing?
How old was he when he sent that?
I believe he was like in his 30s, like late 30s. That's when he was on the Minnesota Vikings. He sent it to like one of the front office chicks.
That's an unfair one. I heard he sent a flaccid pic and it was cold outside. Let's not go judging on that.
It was during the winter, okay? The AC was blasting. It was unbelievable in there. I don't know why they didn't blast the heater, but the AC was going.
Who did he send it to? Lisa Ann or something?
No, some front office chick, and he thought that she wouldn't snitch. She was like, "Yeah, this is a good idea."
Dude.
Yeah, what a fucking whore. I mean, obviously she fully wanted it.
Yeah, dude. But okay, so real talk, man. We're going Broncos. I'm going Broncos on this game, just because I've been to Mile High Stadium and they want every excuse in the world to fucking I don't want to say it, but fucking basically kill Russell Wilson. They hate this guy.
Yeah.
They boo him off the field every time they fucking get a chance. So it's going to be hilarious watching the whole crowd get together and fucking root on Brett Rypien.
Yeah, and let's get this straight about Brett Favre. Great character, man. I mean, this guy, no flaws against him, sends dick pics, steals money from organizations and through college, this guy, he's a great man. So let's not get it fucked up. Let's not get it twisted. Brett Favre is one awesome individual and nothing but love for Brett.
Let me ask you this, Damon. Here's a little trivia question. And for the people,
where did Brett Favre start his career in the NFL?
I believe it was with the New York Jets. No. Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, it was. I had no fucking clue. I just saw that today. I was watching this little documentary that I don't know why it even came on, but also I saw Brett Favre on the Falcons, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, and so I don't even know how he went to Green Bay. I haven't gotten that far into the documentary, but Yeah, pretty insane. He started with the Falcons on a super flashy team, and I heard that's when his racism began. He saw all of them dancing around, and he was like, "Hey, this is not football.
Yeah.
You fucking give the ball back to the ref, and you run back to your fucking sideline. Period."
He's like, I
And
need to
so,
get out of Atlanta. I need to be surrounded by whites. Let's go to Wisconsin. I love cheese.
exactly. Yep.
God, what a great man. What a great fucking man. Well, let's get to the last 1 o'clock game that we have yet to break down, and that is the Seahawks at the Chargers in SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Los Angeles Chargers favorited by -5 and the over-under at 50.5. Looks like they're expecting fireworks. I don't know why. Who do you have winning this game?
The Seattle Seahawks.
No shit. Mr. Geno Smith pulls it off?
Dude, Mr. Geno Smith is the real fucking deal, and the Chargers aren't. J.C. Jackson, and let's not fucking get this twisted. Yeah, I did say the Chargers are probably going to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year. That was fucking wrong. I did not expect J.C. Jackson to fucking suck, which I should have, because Bill kicked him out of the building and said, "Hey, man, you want to take your money, you're going to fucking play with the Chargers." He doesn't give a fuck, dude. And whenever Bill does that, he's right, besides the Tom. And and honestly, I think the whole Tom thing was more of like a fuck you to Robert Kraft, because he wanted the handsome Jimmy G. And I know we talked about the Niners, but we forgot to mention this. They have the most handsome backfield possibly of all time now.
Oh, they do.
Christian McCaffrey and Jimmy G.
Don't forget Kyle Juice. Juice is pretty handsome,
Juice a good looking man?
Well, he's fucking shredded, so I'm sure he gets bitches for sure.
Yeah, so dude, the Niners are going to be hanging out with nothing but 10s, and they got the kind of talent with Jimmy G, that they got 10s just kind of hanging around, just like Josh George used to. And so maybe some of the teammates are getting some sloppy seconds, Maybe Ayuk's like, hey, I don't have to bang 7s anymore. I have fucking Jimmy G's sloppy seconds. Trey Lance, I heard, was even getting his dick sucked. So
how dare you disrespect Brandon Ayuk's wife? You didn't see that viral video that went up last week?
I did not. Is she a smoke show?
She's not a smoke show, but she's a real ass bitch. She holds it down. She made him like the most bomb meal, like a crab boil after he scored 2 touchdowns. She made him the bombest feast of all time. It looked absolutely delicious.
So that's great and all, dude, but that reminds me of that fucking guy that used to go hit in the barn and fucking put it on Snapchat. But let me tell you this, man. I know people that were at that barn every night besides that one night that kid was fucking taking the video. So it's kind of like one of those things. If you got to put something on Instagram, you're probably not doing it that often. And so his wife probably sucks. And that's what I'm saying is freaking his wife doesn't have to suck anymore. He's got a lot of sloppy seconds hanging around the Niners at this point.
And Jimmy G's going to have a lot of porn stars that need some loving after he gives them the old fucking kick out, So Brandon Ayuk coming in to save the day.
And for that reason, give me the Seahawks.
Let's go, baby. I like it. All right. We have a shitty Sunday night game and a shitty Monday night game that we have yet to cover. So let's get into this Sunday night football game. What? I think it's going to be boring.
It's not a shitty football game, dude.
You don't think so? Dude, we're talking about the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers at the Miami Dolphins for Sunday night football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, and the current line is Miami -7.5, over under 44.5, and Tua, aka Radio, is back. He's half conscious. He doesn't know how to read. He can't see straight. He doesn't even remember his own mother's name, but he's back in the game and he's playing. Who do you have winning this game?
How many times has Mike Tomlin had a losing record in the NFL? He's been coaching for about, I think, 12 years now, 10 to 12 years.
I think none. I think he has no losing seasons at all, and they just beat the Bucks.
And what's the Steelers' record right now?
I don't even know. Let's take a look. They are 2-4.
They're 2-4.
So now they're playing a Miami Dolphins team with a guy who may be fucking, mentally handicapped now playing quarterback, with a genius of a head coach. But unfortunately, Mike McDaniels is not quarterbacking that team. He's just the coach. And so the quarterback can't remember the plays. It doesn't matter how smart your head coach is. It's not going to work out. And so for that reason, give me the fucking Steelers. This game is gonna be fucking electric.
You think so? Huh?
I'm done falling for all these
Mix.
straps in the NFL. There are fucking patterns in this league that we are not recognizing, and those patterns are the fucking Steelers always win games they're not supposed to, and why not back to back?
That is true.
They just like you mentioned, they came off a huge win. Mitch Trubisky said, "You know what? I'm probably never going to start in the NFL again. Fuck this whole check down thing. I'm going to fucking air it out, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's see what happens." And he actually had a great game against the Bucks. Like, I don't want to take any credit away from Mitch Trubisky because when he came into that game, he made shit happen. And I think he's
What's the Deontay touchdown paying out at?
Deontay. See, oh man, if you're going Deontay, I have to ride him. Plus 210.
Whoa, I like that one.
Yeah, there was about 8 times last year you told me Deontay was going to score. I don't think I ever bet on it, and he scored every time. So, are you saying put it in?
I'm saying put it in, man. Put in the
All
tip.
right.
Put in the full shaft.
Yeah, it's
deep.
consensual. We're gonna fucking go with Deontay Johnson anytime touchdown score. And is that our anytime touchdown score of the week? Would you go that far, or is
I would
this
say
just...
so. I would
Okay.
say so. With that logic that you're bringing to me, it just immediately hit me. Deontay Johnson.
And you haven't
anytime
mentioned him
touchdown.
all fucking year for whatever reason. You love that
I
guy.
have it.
And he hasn't done shit all year. And so,
he's gonna score touchdown. He's gonna score. He's gonna score.
All the
We're
stars are
throwing it in.
aligning. We get it now. Fucking Deontay scoring a touchdown. I might put $1,000 on it. Hell.
I might parlay it with Najee too, because I think that'll pay out really well. If you parlay that with Najee, what's that paying out at? Because with this logic right now, I mean, it's just like hitting me.
You're
just
looking at
boom,
plus
bam.
787.
What? Okay, son. I mean, maybe like put in a bet for Deontay. I think he's gonna score like for sure, but I think Najee will as well. And like for plus 787, okay. Sunday night just a lot more interesting.
Yeah, we're looking at, let's see here. $127 to win 1,000 with that parlay.
Wow. I like it a lot. My dick's hard. I feel like I'm in high school again and I'm just staring at Brittany Stark and I'm just fucking fully erected.
But I'll be doing the same thing after fucking Najee and Deontay score a touchdown. So it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm excited. You said this game was gonna suck. I think we both agree this game is not gonna suck anymore. And you know what? Just for shits and gigs, I might throw that one in for fucking 124, try to win $1,000. Then I might actually add the Steelers into that parlay. And so now we're looking at
$120 to win $2,000.
Oh shit!
So let's see. We're all in at that point, around $250, and we could end up $3,000 richer by the end of the night.
Easy money. Let's go.
You know, with that kind of money, you might be able to throw it at fucking young Stark and get her to shake it a little bit. So
might be able to throw that ass in a circle.
That's what I'm saying. Shit. And if not, dude, I'll drive to the local strip club and see what I can do with it. Fucking stand with that fucking stack of ones that big and be like, hey, guess how I won this? Yeah. Actually, so that's the old school way to do it. I've been went to a strip club after the Chappelle show. Actually, the new school way to do it is you just grab that fucking stack and you fucking throw it and say something inspirational, like follow your dreams.
And they love it. They eat that shit up, dude. So,
dude, they'll be on you all fucking night for sure after that.
Yeah,
after you make it rain.
Go with something like that.
All right,
let's get into this Monday game, huh?
Let's get into the most boring game of the week, and that is the Chicago Bears at the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. And the current line is New England favored by -7.5. The over/under at 40. I think the Patriots are going to kick this shit out of the Bears. What do you think?
Who's starting this week for the Patriots?
I think it's actually Mac Jones again, unfortunately, but I think Zappy should be.
So let me tell you something crazy about the Patriots quarterback room right now. And I love
What's
Mac
that?
Jones, don't get me wrong, but let me tell you how this NFL is about to play out because, like I said, there's patterns in this league and fucking they are beautiful when you're a Niners fan right now. So
Yeah.
The Patriots have two quarterbacks in that room. One of them has the highest completion percentage of all time in college. The other one has the touchdown throwing record for a season in college. We're talking about Mac Jones with the completion percentage, and we're talking zip on the ball zappy for the fucking touchdown record. So, how did Tom Brady get his job? Was Drew Bledsoe a first-round pick?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, not only was he a backup, but was Bledsoe the highest paid quarterback in the league at the time? What?
He was.
So does Bill Belichick not give a fuck who you are?
He does not.
He's the only coach in the league who doesn't. So this is what's going to happen. Zip on the ball zappy after Mac Jones has another like Mac Jones performance, which is good. And I'll get deeper into it, but Mac Jones will lose his job to zip on the ball zappy. But this is why it becomes a beautiful thing. Because holy shit, Kyle says, God damn it, we just picked up fucking Christian McCaffrey. We have Debo. We have George Kittle. Wait a second. Mac Jones? Dude, that guy is fucking the best in the league if he has wide open receivers everywhere. Bill's getting rid of him? Dude, get over here, buddy. You know, just like he did to Jimmy. So now we bring Mac Jones into the room, which we should have already had him in the room. We fucking take Trey Lance and give him to some dipshits like probably, I'm guessing, like, I don't know, the Panthers. Maybe the Panthers are like, you know what, dude, we did a little good business with you. Like, we want Trey Lance. Like, we don't have a quarterback. The Niners are like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, give us all of our picks back and give us that guy Brian Burns, dude, and you could have him. And, you know, they're going to negotiate, though. They're going to play hard to get. Like, at first, you're going to be like, I have 2 firsts, Brian Burns, 3 firsts, Brian Burns. And then finally, they're just going to be like, all right, yeah, picks, fucking Brian Burns. Get out of here, Trey. I'll fucking smell you. And now the Niners might be a dynasty. Because let me tell you this, if fucking McCorkle Jones is the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, we will not lose a game that year. And it is beautiful. I played this out about 15 times in Madden. Pretty much same fucking core of guys, which is the most incredible thing. And I mean, it's going to be beautiful. So that's my big time prediction. I don't know if there's a book that will take all of that, but if there is a book and you parlay zip on the ball zappy taking the job, McCorkle going to the Niners, and the Niners going undefeated in 2024. Parlay that up, dude, and you set yourself up for the future. You can take that money, go invest in real estate. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, like you're going to have a stack of cash.
Well, we are working on the Informed Moron Sportsbook, so as soon as we get that up and running, that will be our monster parlay offered up. And feel free to get that free money.
No, we will not be offering that bet because it is going to hit. So
yeah, that is true. We can't lose money off the bat like that.
I'm sorry, we can't be handing out money to people, but
you're right. I should have checked.
Any book is stupid enough to take that bet, man. I will fucking give you $1,000 right now and fucking set myself up for the future.
God, that's so true. Well, what a beautiful podcast that we just completed. We've done 1 hour and 2 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes, excuse me. So easy. Absolutely dynamic. I mean, I feel like we just keep giving the people free money. It's like, why are we on ESPN? Like, why isn't this on public television right now?
Shout out to you, Pat. If you're watching this shit, you need a couple more hands, dude. We need a little more publicity. So
we do. We just, we need to get Brittany Stark on here after we win all that money from our monster parlay that we got for Sunday Night Football. Maybe she could throw that ass in a circle for the people, and then we'll get big. We'll get huge. I mean, there's no stopping us after that.
To show titties?
No, unfortunately, but we could blur them out, and they could see like the shape.
What if you use like like the fake areolas?
Yes.
A lot of actresses use.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Put some like nip stickers over it, so they're not really nipples, but they look like nipples.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So if Pat, if you're not interested, any chicks interested in showing your titties on the show, like we need some fucking snippets. And
yeah. Hey, maybe Janessa Garcia is available.
Ooh.
Oh, she's got a beautiful rack. Hopefully she didn't watch this far into the podcast. But that was a
Hopefully she
beautiful
did. How else is she going to hear what we want?
Hey, she needs some money, I'm sure. I mean, she probably needs some extra cash. We all do. Hopefully she's betting on these games. I mean, she could throw that money into some real estate, start Airbnb-ing it out, making some money like Kyle George. So the possibilities are really endless when you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, we
Wow.
just completed the podcast, man.
Nice.
All right, dude. Well, take it easy. I'm going to end the fucking broadcast. We are out.